Welcome back to another episode of On the Subject. I'm your host, Michael Vilardo, co-founder and CEO of Subject, subject.com, and subject.ai. You know where to find us. So we are extremely excited here, folks. This is our first student in the history of On the Subject to come on the podcast. On the Subject is about highlighting incredible innovation in education. And we've always been able to lead this with great educators. But the reason why Subject was started was for students. I actually was getting my MBA at UCLA at the time. And I was thrown into Zoom University. This was 2019, 2020 time. And it was a really tough time. And I had a terrible experience. And that was the reason why I started Subject. I wanted students to be able to fall in love with digital learning and have something that felt more engaging and media rich and premium cinematic content. And so when we originally started, everything was for the student. And what we realized over time is that in order to sell in the school districts, we had to better prioritize educators. And that's why I've been so excited to highlight educators throughout these podcast series. But to have 3 students on this episode is extremely special to me. And the deep passion around starting this company is for the students all the way. So welcome our first student ever, Leo, and he will say his last name so that way we can show him ultimate respect. Thank you for joining the show today.
Thank you. It's Leo Jimesanagnos.
Amazing. So we'll be sure to get his socials, help us follow him, because this is a very talented person. He not only is great at education and academics, you have some incredible talents in music. Can you talk about your musical talents here?
Yeah, in many ways, but mainly I started playing violin at the age of 6.
Amazing.
So it's been now 11 years playing violin. And I participate in the school orchestra, which I really love, but also the community orchestra at Fresno State. So it's the youth orchestra with a really well-known conductor that works with Fresno State. And also I participate in the Fresno State mariachi. So it's...
Wow, let's go. That's amazing.
And I sing for them. I play violin, and it's been my now 7th semester with them. So the director just found me at an event in 8th grade, and then I've kind of been with them since.
So what made you get into playing the violin? How did you develop that passion? And talk more about why you love playing the violin.
I have to, give all credit to my parents, because they just said...
Be thankful for your parents out there.
Be thankful for your parents. I was 6 years old, but they said, you got to start something, and so... They started me on violin, and it was really hard in the beginning, lots of, screechy noises inside the house. And then I just kind of fell in love with it. I learned how to play piano a couple of years later.
Wow.
And so I spent about 5 years on piano and then kind of started playing less because I was more into violin.
You want to go farther with the violin. So what's your dream? What would be the dream outcome for you?
Actually, even though I love music and it's a really special part of my life, I want to focus, in my later years, I want to go into medical research.
Amazing. Thank you for all that you want to do for society. So why do you want to do that?
That actually goes back when I was little. I was diagnosed with a genetic bone condition, which makes my bones just softer. It's a lack of collagen. So all my life, I've kind of struggled with fractures and things. And so my dream has always been to become a geneticist or do genetic research to be able to kind of cure my own.
Here's a startup for you to look up after, and you'll be able to listen to this episode, is Nucleus Genomics. Nucleus Genomics, incredible founder. So he went to University of Pennsylvania, as did I. We didn't know each other there, but I've been a huge fan. He has invented this DNA test similar to Ancestry and 23andMe, except it's meant to help you identify health conditions that you might develop later in life. I just took it for the first time, learned so much about myself. But very cool. I love your passion, and it's so incredible and noble for someone your age to already have that aspiration.
Thank you.
Where do you want to go after University High?
I'm still thinking about it. Our school offers you to enroll in Fresno State class.
Oh, that's amazing. Let's go.
I'm very much connected with Fresno State. My parents both work at Fresno State, so I've kind of been on the campus all my life. And it's a really great university because it kind of makes like the future leaders of our own valley. And we already have so many connections. But I'm also looking at the UCs. I want to stay in California.
It's a great state. Hey, Fresno State. So what's your favorite sport team at Fresno State?
Oh, definitely football. I mean, it is the sport.
Yeah, they got the Carr brothers, Devontae Adams.
Yeah,
you got some really great players. That's awesome. And so for you, why has being passionate about violin and piano made you a better student?
I think, from a young age, it teaches discipline, and it kind of, along with that, it unlocks a creative side of your brain. Not only am I able to express myself, express my emotions in the violin, but it teaches me to stay hardworking and work towards a goal. And ever since I was little, it's not easy to learn the violin. It's not easy
so
to
hard.
learn any instrument, But it teaches you that it does pay off, and now, you can make great music, and it just helps me every day.
So how much of your day is spent playing an instrument versus studying? Just curious.
Oh,
There's no right
well,
answer, by the way. There's not.
the time playing instruments slowly decreases as the schoolwork gets more. So now
He's
it's
got the
probably
pressure on him, crowd, watching this
yeah.
answer. I love the honesty, love the authenticity, and I'm gonna put it back to you as well. How we culminate these pieces of gratitude. Is there either a fellow classmate of yours or teacher that you want to thank and shout out into the camera?
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out Mrs. Hayden. She's just such a constant support. She's my math teacher, actually, my
Amazing.
calculus teacher. So
Wow,
she
you're in
teaches,
calculus?
yeah,
Incredible.
she teaches a really hard subject, but just beyond that, she's such a great person. And beyond the classroom, she just teaches you to be a better person. She supports you. She's understanding. She's caring, and she's just a role model for how I should be like in society, how I should treat other people. So definitely her. She's so hardworking and just a true role model for everyone at
I
university
love
and
that.
school.
And
Yeah.
you hear that. Appreciate your parents and really understand how great your teachers are for your development. And I'm so excited for you. I hope you
Yeah.
get to live your dream, Fresno State or UC, and keep going as far as you can with the music. It's a great passion and it's something that can help get you through life. And I really appreciate you sharing your
Thank you
story
so
with us today.
much.
Thank you for
Yeah.
being on the show.
Thank you for having
Thank you.
us.